A meeting of the European Central Bank highlights the week in Europe. I'm joined now by Antonia Oprita, senior editor and columnist with Real Money. Nice to see you, Antonia.
Nice to see you too. Indeed, next week we are going to have the monetary policy meeting of the European Central Bank. It's not expected to take any measures, but Mario Draghi is likely to try a bit of monetary easing using words. The European Central Bank is in a dilemma, really, because it is buying corporate bonds and government bonds, and yet inflation in the Eurozone is remaining at a low level. In August, it was just 0.2%. So obviously, all eyes and ears will be on Mario Draghi's news conference to see what else the central bank can do.
And Antonia, how are the markets positioning themselves ahead of Thursday then?
Ahead of Thursday, well, you see, now with this jobs report on Friday from the United States, the expectations of interest rate increase by the Fed this month are receding. So basically, it's very likely that the markets are going to send the euro stronger, which is not something that the ECB wants.
Antonia, we will also hear from Mark Carney next week. Tell us what's happening there.
Yes, he's going to testify in front of the Treasury Select Committee of the British Parliament. He's likely to answer questions regarding the central bank's policy to lower the interest rate in the wake of the Brexit vote and to restart quantitative easing. With a twist, the Bank of England is also buying corporate bonds, and yields are getting more and more into negative territory, and this is beginning to really hurt insurance and pension funds. So it will be really interesting to see what Mark Carney has to say about that.
Certainly a lot going on, and we should also mention that the G20 will conclude. Any expectations in terms of statements of significance coming from that?
Well, yes, up to a point. The G20s usually send out quite vague messages. However, this time there is a current of opinion which is getting stronger and stronger that monetary policy has reached its limits, and that it is the turn of fiscal policy to pick up the slack and maybe stimulate the world economy. So we're likely to see some calls for governments to start spending, especially in countries that can afford it, in countries that have budget surpluses rather than deficits. So that will be something to watch on Monday.
Antonia Oprita, Real Money, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm Rhonda Schaffler for The Street.